Good to go?
1, 2, 3,
right.
4, 5. Yeah, I got 6.
Welcome, everybody, to Season 4, Episode 2 of the Fantasy Guys. We are officially live and ready to get this show rolling and on the road today. Looking forward to another great episode. We will be having a full house in the next few minutes. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to the people who are in the building today, starting off with little big bro Yusuf T in the back on the ones and twos. As always, we appreciate him and all that he does. To the right of me, we got Jose the Don Campbell. He's in the building. Go ahead and give him a round of applause. This is his first show of Season 4, so we got to give them a shout out. Of course, you got myself, Omar T. To the left of me, we got AB Abraham. Go ahead and give him a shout out. He's putting up the U.
No, I'm putting
Texas
horns.
Longhorns. My bad. I wasn't
Hook 'em
even looking.
horns.
I wasn't even looking.
Hook 'em horns.
I was assuming you were putting up the U.
I put it up next, but
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's wearing enough U to you don't have to put it up. Is that Hook'em?
I don't know what he's doing. I guess that's a small U because I thought he's a Miami fan.
Yeah.
I am a Miami fan.
Doesn't look like it.
Why? Because I'm throwing up the horn?
You're confusing me right now. I don't know what we're doing.
If I can convert and be a Lions fan, I can convert and do this.
Okay. Quick shout out to our guest for today is Tasted It Jahmi, aka T Mackety. T Mac is in the building today. Shout out to T Mac. Always an honor to have you on the show, T Mac. We appreciate you in the building. Looking forward to a great show. Like I said, today is our first Sunday. I know we had a special show on Thursday to go live before the first game, but the first Sunday we're gonna be flying through each and every game, starts and sits. We're going to be discussing some of the major topics happening in the NFL. We're going to talk about some things that we're looking forward to. So all that should be fun. Tony should be popping in the next 10, 15 minutes as well. Before we go into anything else, be sure to follow us on all of our socials. We have YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all under Oz Media. You can listen to our shows later on Apple and Spotify podcasts under Oz Media. We now have a website, ozmedia313.com. You can check out all of our content there. We're going to post our videos, obviously, and we're trying to also write little articles about the videos and everything else that's happening in the community, so looking forward to that. Shout out to the sponsors of the Fantasy Guys. You got Unique Coney Island, Juice Box, Hanley International Academy, Malek Alkabob, Holy Bowling, and Jabal Coffee House. We're going to start off with our great friends over there, Unique Coney Island, who've been supporting us since day one. Shout out to Sambo, Nate, Big Nasty, and everybody over there, Unique Coney Island. Let's give them a shout out, Yusuf, and then we're going to officially get the show on the road. Shout out to Unique Coney Island. You need something that's going to hit the spot? Unique Coney Island. Come get it while it's hot. Unique Coney Island. Like G-Mac Cash said it, man, make sure you stop by Unique Coney Island. They're famous for their original unique pita, homemade chicken lemon rice, unique chicken qalaba, shawarma, gyro, burgers, and much more. They also now have a reward system where every 100 points you get $7 off your next meal. So be sure to visit their website at uniqueconeyisland.com or call them at 1586-554-7931. All right, so we've had some breaking news. We're going to let AB Abraham talk to us. There's been a couple of things that has happened in the last half hour or so that's kind of very important for people to know about. So we need to make sure that we mention on our end. So go ahead, AB.
Yeah, it's not even a half hour right now. Breaking news within 5 to 10 minutes. Dak Prescott got paid.
Get an air horn, you said.
Dak Prescott signs a 4-year contract, $240 million extension that makes him the highest paid NFL player in NFL history.
Is he worth it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, with knowing the forget the highest paid player in NFL history, just look at the market number in terms of just in general quarterbacks getting paid. All right, is he worth paying that max deal?
No. I mean, he hasn't won. What has he done? What has he brought to Dallas?
Gave him the best opportunity to win a championship.
So pay him more than anybody else in the league.
Get that part.
It's market value.
It has to. I'm just talking. Focus on just him getting paid, even if it's
like the housing market.
Top 5.
You know what I'm saying? He's been top 5 at his position like for the past 3 years.
He's top 5 quarterback at his position.
I mean, stat-wise, he's good.
Who deserves it more, Jared Goff or Dak Prescott, T-Mac?
Contract?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not by name and reputation. Let's talk about what you've done for me lately.
I'll say Jared Goff.
Okay,
He won 2 playoff games last year.
Took him to the NFC Championship farther than Dak's ever gone.
Yep. And
Do you agree with that, Jose?
What is the question? I'm
There's
sorry.
a lot of questions being
I know
shot
there's
right
too
now.
many questions being shot out.
First of all, Dak Prescott got the contract.
All right. All right.
You're saying that he deserves it. That's all.
I'm not saying. I mean, it's the timing of the market. So
Yeah.
they screwed themselves by
Who
waiting.
deserves a contract more, Dak Prescott or Jared Goff?
Jared Goff got his contract. What's the problem?
But who,
If they would have signed Jared Goff after Dak Prescott, he would have had the biggest contract ever.
that's true.
So-
That's a fact.
I don't see that either, though. I mean, I might not understand how what you're talking about the NFL business, but I come on, guys.
It's like the housing market.
I understand that.
You could have bought this house for $200,000. You waited another year. Now it's $270,000. You're still gonna buy it though, right? You need a house.
But you're telling me there's not better houses out there? So you're telling me just because I waited a year, this house went to 270.
Hey,
but I can't go up the street. Hold on, I can't go up the street and find the house that's a little bit nicer, the one that's done a lot more for the family that lived there
but an
before.
NFL
I mean,
Hey, hold on.
In NFL terms, who is it?
Let the real estate agent finish it. Go ahead.
it's not the real estate.
I'm just saying. But
I'm
listen,
just-
if you leave your house, you're no longer allowed back. Don't forget, you let that house go. So if you go to that other house and you don't like it, guess what? You're homeless.
I mean, I can see Dak. I can see Dak if he had left. And another team's got some money, some space, didn't just sign CD Lamb
I see
and
what you're
Micah
saying.
Parsons and sign.
Did they
X,
sign
Y,
Micah
and Z.
Parsons
I mean,
yet?
I don't know.
No.
I'm just
Not
throwing
yet.
They
names
haven't even
out.
signed him yet.
I remember that. I mean, didn't Zeke get a damn contract and then took off or something? My point is, a team with some space, a team that has that type of money. Okay, no problem. Dak leaves Dallas and goes to Arizona or goes to
Las Vegas.
whatever.
Let me tell you
Yeah,
something. Let me tell you the
Vegas.
one positive about signing a guy like that, okay? For Dallas, because he's still gonna have value after this year, and if they really wanted to move on, any team would trade for him. So now they're gonna get draft picks. Plus, they had a year of Dak Prescott.
And they're gonna
left.
are they gonna need
You
the
know?
contract?
Yeah, they're gonna eat
don't
the
have
for
a
sure. Like
choice.
the New York Giants in a heartbeat would take Dak Prescott next year with his $60 million. I mean, I think a couple teams would take Dak Prescott and his $60 million next year because that's how much they would have paid him anyways. The only unfortunate thing, they're gonna probably have to give up some draft picks. So it's actually not a bad move for Dallas at the end of the day. But there's other. Go ahead, team.
But I'm saying a lot of teams, they're just in a position where what's the alternative? I mean, they had to sign Dak Prescott because who else are they going to start? Trey Lance is their backup. The guy threw 5 interceptions in a preseason game.
Yeah.
And
You're not developing.
they're going to
them.
have
What?
to suck to get a high draft pick to get a good quarterback. So they're basically, they had to pay him.
I agree with that
We
part.
got so we got a little bit more right
Yeah.
now. Just came through. Justin Fields officially is starting
Okay.
for the Steelers today.
Let's talk about that right quick. Justin Fields, by the way, congratulations. You will not be losing that position anymore for the Pittsburgh Steelers, all right? Russell Wilson wanted to play because he knew what the situation was. Let me give you guys a heads why Mike Tomlin was going to go Russell Wilson in the beginning of the year, okay? It's because he's the veteran. You can't make the veteran come off the bench. You got a young project. It's easier to tell him you're coming off the bench because you're the project. You got the veteran. Start with him. See how he does. You give him that chance. Justin Fields comes in, and then next thing you know, it's done for.
Is Russell Wilson done in the NFL?
I think Russell Wilson's done for Pittsburgh. He might want to trade for him.
Did you guys ever look at his face? The guy looks done, man.
does.
He just looks, I swear, he just does not look the same.
And he looks like he's playing football for the business part of it, and no longer for the competitive part of it anymore.
I mean, he's got a Super Bowl ring. He should have 2.
Yeah.
Run beast mode. Pete Carroll.
Bro, ever since he got with, what's her name?
Sierra.
Everything went downhill.
Future been throwing
Seriously.
them Hadouken. Future, he's been throwing them Hadouken on him, man. Hey, but so Justin Fields, congratulations. I don't see him losing the position unless he gets hurt. I think he's Pittsburgh's starter from this point forward because at the end of the day, let's be honest right now, we all watched the preseason and what was going on. Even though they didn't look great, to me, they're a better team with Justin Fields at quarterback. Don't you agree, Jose?
Yeah, Justin Fields. I mean, is not their options are pretty crappy, but I like Justin Fields a lot more than Russell Wilson.
How about you, T-Mac? What you going?
100%. Yeah, younger, faster.
Yeah.
Justin
I mean,
Fields.
it's a homecoming game for him. Justin Fields played high school football in Georgia.
Yeah.
Justin Fields was a top, highly recruited player to Georgia over Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to let you guys know that. I don't know if you guys knew that. Justin Fields was Georgia's pick. They stuck with Drake Fromm at the time.
That's crazy.
He transferred at you. Where's from?
Jake?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just
Wasn't he wearing a Lions jersey?
Yeah, he got cut.
Yeah,
Okay.
did he?
He was wearing a Lions jersey.
I think he did.
He played a couple snaps. He played a couple snaps this preseason.
All right, Tony, by the way, said Russell Wilson just has a round face. I think Tony has a pretty round face too. I think he's just feeling bad for Russell Wilson.
That's just-
With that said, and then we got
Tony is the Russell Wilson of Hamtramck.
and the LOL League. 40 and over.
It's the unlimited.
All right, hey, Jose, is Patrick Mahomes still not elite? Munir Ghazali, man, what is he holding on to something from 4 years ago, 5, 6 years
can
ago?
you let him know that I'm a Raiders fan? Like, I can never, ever respect
Yes, you can.
Patrick Mahomes.
Stop it. Stop that.
You respect...
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are weird.
Yeah,
Jose.
I respect Tom Brady. He went to Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay, but quickly, I just
We
want to
got
say
another-
this.
go ahead.
Can I just say this, by the way, for people that hold on to stuff 5 years later?
Yeah.
My opinion can change next week.
Yes, it can.
Okay? Don't get me wrong. I might have said something. Call me out for it. That's fine.
You're a little wishy-washy, yeah.
Then you can ask me, but you can ask me,
No, 100%.
how do you currently feel? And I'm going to tell you, like, all right, yes, I was completely wrong. I do think that this team's actually pretty good, or this player is actually really good. Like, it's called analysis, guys. We don't have to hold on to something 10 years from now.
Or,
you know what I'm saying?
or personal opinions that we're allowed to have. We're
Yes.
allowed to share what we personally feel, and we are allowed to be wrong.
Mahomes
Yeah.
did win me a championship last year, so I can't be too mad at him. But, you know, as...
yeah.
Bro, you
I-
like
I-
Mahomes. You like Mahomes.
Do I like him as a person? No, he's corny. He's
He
whack.
is corny, but I don't think anyone can really hate Patrick Mahomes in the way that he plays. I'm serious.
Unless you're a Ravens fan.
That's true. Ravens fans hate the heck out of him. They blame him for everything, even though the
The
referees
Bills,
and stuff.
Bills fans do too. So,
One more big update that happened.
well, we got Tyreek Hill. I don't know what's going on over in Miami, right outside of Hard Rock Stadium.
we need Stacey to do this one.
the motorcycle sheriffs. They,
Rumor has it he was
they-
running on foot and got
I don't
pulled.
know. They detained him and put him on the ground too. Like
That's
this is
funny.
before game day. Like you guys not like football out there?
Yeah.
What's the story on that, T-Mac? Give us some inside news from out of Miami.
I don't know what happened exactly, man, but just being in I swear, before Kansas City even sent him to Miami, I thought that was not a good place for him, man.
I mean,
Just being the type of person he is.
Yeah.
The atmosphere Miami brings though too
Yeah.
is just kind of
Yeah, Miami is just
a little
like-
different.
It's different, definitely different. I think Tyreek Hill. First of all, let's be honest. He's had a successful career in Miami so far. Like his tenure in Miami has been great.
Great. Back-to-back 1,700 yards. Nobody's ever did 1,700 yards twice.
Yes, and so as a fantasy owner of Tyreek Hill, last thing you want to see is him handcuffed. Listen, when I heard detained, I was like, okay, but my man was on the floor.
Yeah.
That means he was fighting the situation. Like there's no way you're
or
on the floor.
call it what you call it, man. And still racist ass people out there.
That too.
I'm sorry. I'm
That too.
gonna say what I'm gonna say.
That too, but I'm just throwing it out there. Like when you're on the floor, there's some, you know,
Yeah, altercation,
Yeah.
fight back.
Yeah.
He maybe threw out who he was and hey, you know who I am type stuff. I don't care who you are.
And Yusuf said it as a joke, but I could literally say him saying, "Yo, man, I'm Tyreek Hill. We got a game later on. Man. I don't got time for this, man." And him trying
That's
to,
right
like-
outside the stadium, 2 a.m. I'm pulling up to the game. I'm trying to get to warm up. I don't care.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. All right, he said this just before the playoffs last season, Umar, and that's still fine. That's still fine. Just want to throw that out there. You know, that's still a while ago.
Is that Munir?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? But with that said, and obviously we're gonna keep things rolling. Okay, so first and foremost, we're gonna do our, we're gonna do our debate time topics. We're gonna have a conversation. And this question I had to come up with it like around Thursday, and now the answer is pretty clear. So we're gonna actually omit Saquon Barkley out of this question. Okay,
Damn.
which is we have to. We have
No,
to.
not the question. I'm just like, damn. Like,
What a boom.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. It made kind of sense, right?
Yep.
But you just again, ADP messes with you. Speaking
Speaking of ADP.
Tony's ADP was like at 98.
Hey, Jose, how likely was it that Tony was going to show up today on time?
Very. Actually, it was probably highly unlikely. Listen. Quickly, let's
I was
go.
going to
with
say
running
mark
backs.
my words, but go ahead.
That's funny.
Thank you. No pun intended.
Best running back. Well, my first question to you guys is: who's the best running back is going to play on their new team?
Saquon
Omitting
Okay.
Saquon Barkley, because that boy answered all the questions.
about Josh Jacobs?
He counts. He still counts because his game was pretty mediocre.
Yeah, very.
Well, he was held in the first half, and then he really started. He came out, and I think go ahead.
And by the way, people that are saying Josh Jacobs is going to be better off without Jordan Love, you guys are crazy. Like, what, how you
Yeah,
guys
no,
understand
that's
how-
not.
Yeah, you guys don't understand how football works. Now they're going to
Stack
put
the
7 in the
box,
box. Good luck. But
Got
Go ahead, Tony.
I mean, they played in Brazil. That field was a little slippery.
It was very
Plus,
slippery, very crappy.
The Eagles' defensive line is very stout, so
Yeah.
we'll see what he does
Yeah,
next
kind of
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's gonna have a bad year. I think Josh Jacobs is a solid RB2, borderline RB1. But Jose, who do you think is gonna be the best running back on their new team? I mean, you got mixed in with the Texans.
Yeah, you got
like you said, Josh
Austin
Jacobs,
Eckler with Washington. You got-
Eckler, Henry with the Ravens.
Swift with the Bears.
Swift with the Bears. So you got a lot of like minor. There was a lot of running back changes in the last.
I'm not gonna say he's gonna be the best, but I'm excited to see Austin Eckler just because of the offense that he's in. Cliff Kingsbury he's very good with his running back, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to see how he's gonna mix that up. Joe Mixon is in like a great offense again. He got lucky, I feel like, but that offense is very dynamic. So I don't know how much he's gonna get out of that. So it's gonna be like a lot of mouths to feed there. So. I would think like those two are the two I'm really excited about. I wasn't excited about Derrick Henry, honestly, because you're not going to take Lamar's runs from him. You're going to get outran by Lamar every time, and he's more like a goal line back. But let's just see how those play out. That's more like the only ones I was being.
So if you were to rank number one right now, who would you pick?
Like situation, I mean, I'm not a big fan of him, but Joe Mixon's in the best situation, honestly. That's how I feel, because that offense is spread out like
Yeah.
the West Coast, so
Amy, what you got for us?
he doesn't like my decisions.
Yeah, he
No,
does.
no.
Yeah, he does.
No, I mean, we were just talking about it. I think
You don't really have a lot of options. So.
I think Josh with
Josh Jacobs is in the best
Love,
situation?
I think with Love, even Love being out, Malik Willis he's pretty much the backup, right?
Yeah.
He's a mobile quarterback. He isn't bad. And what happens when you have a good receiving back like a Josh Jacobs? You know what I mean? He gets a lot of dump ups. I think his numbers go down or start going up. I like that. Or let's see what happens in Chicago. You're a big fan almost of Caleb Williams and revamping this offense.
Yeah.
I think Swift might be in a really good spot.
Sleeper. The only issue with him is like the running backs behind him. T-Mac, who you got?
Hussein Stolman, I don't think he's going to be the best, but Austin Eckler with Washington. Rookie QB's best friend is a tight end and a check down. Cliff Kingsbury, he loves running the spread air raid offense, so I could see Eckler catching a lot of passes out in the open.
Jaden Daniels is Heisman. He should have went number one.
No, he shouldn't. Hey, quickly, I just want to throw this out there, though. That's the tight end I was going to tell you. Be on the lookout for either Zach Ertz or Ben Sinnott. He's a rookie. They really like him in Washington.
wanna know.
His name is Ben Sinnott.
They did say Zach Ertz.
And something
Zach
about
Ertz.
Derrick Henry real quick.
Yeah.
2,000 career carries. No running back has ever finished only one running back actually has finished top 10 with over 2,000 career carries. Adrian Peterson. So it's gonna. I don't know about Derrick Henry this year.
Hey,
that injury.
You know why I'm not worried? You know why I'm worried about Derrick Henry this year? Because Tony complimented him on Thursday. So let's do this segment right quick of Tony's compliments who backfired one by one. Can I do this, Tony? Am I allowed to do this, please?
Okay.
Yes or no? I'm asking for permission.
You guys
This is
are
your show.
having production meetings without me.
Yes.
This is called
Guest list
Uno
without me.
Reverse.
Yes.
This,
Yeah.
this one's called Uno
go ahead.
Reverse. You know what I'm
Why
saying?
not? Why stop now?
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's still potentials, by the way, for this Sunday, by the way. So let's hope that it's a reverse, double reverse, Tony. Okay?
I believe in you, Tony.
Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, he guaranteed 60 points. They didn't even get 40 that I was
not
hoping
true.
for.
I didn't
Okay, that's
guarantee
number
60.
one. All right.
right.
Yes, you did.
Guaranteed 40.
I guaranteed 40. All right, that's number one. Number two, we had the famous Mark Andrews and Sam Laporta bet, but we'll see
Wow.
how that works out. That was
Wow.
like a
Why is he yelling?
Early.
yes. Okay.
It's one game.
Number three, Jordan Love will not finish top 10. My man almost broke his ACL because.
Well, he's not now.
Am I right?
He's not
was
now.
was I right about that one?
You weren't wrong. I'll tell you that.
Number four.
Well, I guess we'll never know, right?
Who else? There was one more that I was like, man, Tony, man, that's why I can't mess with you no more, man. I can't have you talk about
said-
players. I mean, he was talking heavy on the Atlanta offense and Drake London.
He
And
probably
I
said,
really
"Stay
hope-
away from Reed."
Whatever you do, don't draft likely.
Oh man.
I get
Maybe
why.
1 week,
I get
guys.
why
It's
he
1
waits.
week.
I get why he waits for everybody to put their boom Phillies down, and then he starts adding them in.
To
Yeah.
jinx it?
No.
Hey, Tony, best running back to be on a new team this year. Who do you got? And why is it Joe Mixon, Tony?
I was leaning towards Joe Mixon.
Oh God.
But I talked to you guys about this the other day.
So rank 'em if you
and
can.
I said
Not including Barkley.
Derrick Henry.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You know how much I love
Derrick Henry's number one.
First
Yeah.
of all,
I told you,
Yeah.
Uno reverse.
I do think that Derrick Henry's going to end up with 15 touchdowns.
Oh, well, I think so too, man.
Do we really care about the yardage situation? Because at the end of the day, he's going to get 15 carries. So lock that in.
Okay.
And he'll probably get a touchdown a game.
Okay.
Sometimes two.
Yeah.
And as the weather gets colder,
Then I want to change mine.
Big bruiser. Did you have
Yeah.
Derrick Henry?
I want to change mine because we're going on touchdowns. Then Gus Edwards is in the best
Oh yeah,
situation.
he's a new. Hey, people. By the
Jim
way, guys,
Harbaugh.
Again, a major mistake that I made. Gus Edwards didn't draft him, guys. I'm telling you right now, that backfield is going to be solid.
Yeah.
RB2s, I think. Off
I
the
wanna
board.
change
You
mine.
Got them in the 9th, 10th round.
I think Derrick Henry is going to have the worst year ever.
How about Zach Moss? Anybody want to throw in a Zach Moss answer?
Well, he was great on
Here-
Saved by the Bell.
Here's what
He'll
I
end up
don't
losing that
understand.
job.
See, this is why people take things out of context.
Yeah.
The tight end, number one tight end, question
Mark Andrews.
was, who do you think that wasn't drafted in the top 2 is going to end up
Number one.
going to
Yes.
number 1?
Yes.
So all people heard me say was, who do you think is going to be the number 1 tight end?
They
and
didn't.
I said Mark Andrews.
Yeah, they have to say
And
the
I
whole
need
question.
to stop thinking about things because, wallah, as I was driving up here watching, the Russell Wilson thing came up, and I said to myself, damn, am I the Russell Wilson of this league? Wallah al-Azim, I said
Did you
that.
hear me say that?
I heard it after.
Yeah. after.
Okay.
And then I said, somebody said, oh, he just looks old. I said, oh, he just got a round face. And then you coward. You said.
So you were
what I was-
thinking it
Wallah,
before I said it?
Wallah was thinking it.
Damn.
Wallah was thinking it before I even
But guess what?
typed my
Uno
round.
reverse. You're the best. You're not the worst. Think like that. Whatever you say, it's the opposite.
I want to go through a brick wall for what this guy just said.
Be careful. We just
we
got
have
the
a
wall
speech?
done. After that, I don't think.
at the end before we shut
Oh
down the
man,
show for
we weren't ready for a speech, but we'll try to cook something up.
There we go.
I just got to look at Fahmy when I talk. That's all it is.
Hey,
Can't
first
believe
of all-
people roasted me for that Mark Andrews take.
Roasting
It's
you,
one game.
boy.
One
You
game,
well
guys.
done. What you talking about,
Yeah.
roast?
It's one game.
A roast
It's
is a
one
couple
game.
hours and the show's over.
And another thing, T-Mac, one thing I noticed about you,
What's that?
mashallah, he has a plethora of freaking football knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
This dude
does.
If
comes
you would've
out
heard
with
us.
stats. He comes out with just like, did you knows?
You know, he tried to do that when you guys played together, but you put him on the bench. Why'd you do that?
Damn.
Well, to be honest, I was a football fan before my era. Like all my friends growing up, they were fans of Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. I grew up a Dan Marino.
He
fan.
loved Marino.
Dan Marino.
He loved Marino.
So I love football
That's
for a
wild.
long time, man.
And
Yeah.
we're all excited that football is back. And it's
Football's
great
back.
to
How
have
about
you
a round
guys
of
in
applause
here.
for
Yeah,
football?
go ahead and give that a round of applause. It's great to see everybody here, and it's always nice to have that conversation. So,
Yeah,
appreciate
they
you
were
guys
dropping
being
like some Madden '96 players out there earlier. They
Yeah.
were going up.
here. They're in deep in
They were deep.
conversation.
I don't ever heard them and any of them.
T-Mac, my next question to the group right here, and I'm going to let you start off on this one, and that is, which team is under the most pressure to win right now in the NFL?
That's easy for me.
Who is that?
The New York Football Jets.
Wow. Okay.
Something about Aaron Rodgers, real quick. Do you guys know when the last time he threw for 300 yards?
Damn.
Yeah, this was some
Another
numbers.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wanna guess. I wanna say
T-Mac
2022.
really does know his stuff. Go
Yeah.
ahead, T-Mac, hit us.
December 2021
Wow.
was the last time he
close.
threw that was against the Bears.
I was
too.
1 month off.
Now, he's had 23 starts since then, right?
Okay.
Let's take out one of the starts that was last year, the first game where he got hurt, 4 plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in those 22 starts, he's 11-11, 500 quarterback. His numbers are comparable to Ryan Tannehill. I looked all this stuff up. His
I can tell.
his QBR, his EPA, his EPA, expected points average, whatever QBR stat,
Yeah,
is comparable to Desmond Ritter. So
Tony's boy.
he's coming off ACL. He's 40.
No,
I don't know, man.
Achilles.
Damn,
He's
should have never
Achilles,
touched
yeah,
Garrett
Achilles.
Yeah,
Wilson.
he was recovering faster
So
than the normal.
I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
about the Jets. They got a great team, great players on the team. So we'll see what they can do this year.
I mean, when did Devontae leave?
It's
around
been
that
like
time.
3 years.
2021. After that, 2022.
I mean, did he have a target? Did he have a go-to guy, or did he really lean on Aaron Jones? And they used the AJ Dillon Aaron Jones tandem, and
Yeah, who is his go-to guy?
I mean, who
was
was
it?
his
Romeo
go-
Dobbs and
I
Christian
mean-
Watson?
Who?
Aaron Rodgers.
Lazard.
Yeah.
Lazard.
Yeah, but
And
that's-
Cobb and those
yeah,
guys.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say, though. I mean,
By the way, nobody's talking about Lazard. You know he's on the Jets, guys. I know they got Mike Williams, but you know that
Aaron-
connection with Aaron Rodgers.
oh,
that's
Aaron
the point.
Rodgers, he brings his people.
Yeah, it's it could be whatever. He said the Jets. I think that's a great answer. By the way, I think that is, if I had to ask, probably number one answer. So anyone else wants to chime in? Tony, since you just came in, what's your team under the most pressure to win this year?
I got a stat for you.
Go ahead.
Jeez, you're
See,
trying to outdo-
Tony's
Do you
stats
know-
and T-Mac stats.
Hold on.
He's just trying to
Let me-
outdo
can I-
T-Mac.
can I
Yeah, I
That's all
know.
he's trying to do.
What's wrong with you guys?
He's passed up 7 for 14.
In
19
17
points.
games last year, do you know how many games Josh Allen threw for over 300 yards? In 32-degree weather, no rain,
Winds.
with 85% humidity.
Oh,
Zero.
0.
2.
Wow.
Are you being sarcastic?
Are you just
right now?
making this up?
I hope
He is. He's just making it up.
he doesn't
now.
look confident.
Guys, I don't know why you got to put all those factors. You're not going to find it.
All
No,
right.
I'm not looking it up for you, but I'm trying to answer this phone call. There's somebody calling right now.
I already
wanna
know
make
what
sure.
Family's doing.
But I do think I think the Bills are probably Josh
notice?
Allen's probably going to be under pressure because they're going from an elite team now losing
connected?
Stephon
Can I
Diggs,
hear it?
I
seeing
can-
where
I
they're
can
going to
hear
be
somebody.
at.
Whoever that is, I can hear him in the
All
back.
right, who do we got calling in?
First time caller, long time listener.
All right, shout out
Mumbai,
to-
hey.
I heard the word elite. I heard the word elite, and I thought I'd call.
Yes, what's going on, sir? How you doing?
So I have a couple football related questions, but I have one that's non-football related.
Yes, sir. Let's start off with the non-football related one.
Okay, real quick. I want to know how T-Mac wins 3 most improved awards in a row. I mean, it's been bothering me. You know,
Well, you guys,
I can answer that.
You
Go
guys
ahead.
gave too much control to Muhammad Al.
Stop, man. Listen, man. T-Mac's a baller, number one.
Hey,
Let's get that out the way.
To be most
nobody's,
improved,
arguing
that's a
that.
slap
Hold
in
on.
the face.
Okay, hold on.
But
most
how do you
improved.
win?
So
How do you win most improved?
So
3
first,
years in a row.
I'm trying to tell you. First season, it was his first season, so he was a little rusty. So he averaged 3 points a game. The following season, he averaged 9. That's a +6. The following
Wait,
season
is
after that,
Fahmy?
Huh?
Is that Fahmy?
it is Fahmy.
Oh, I need to hear it from Omar. I need non-biased.
Oh,
Yeah.
Honestly,
But that's why.
I find it very hard to give somebody the most improved award back-to-back years. That doesn't make really any years. I know. Then 3 years in a row. Obviously, he probably earned it, but to give person the award,
No. I mean, we're not gonna go.
I mean, T-Mac's here. He'll tell you
I'll
he
say one
don't
thing.
agree with it.
I'll say
Well,
one thing, guys.
Is that my
Talk to me.
cousin?
In the 40
Yes.
and over league, I've never won a single trophy. Never.
Have you won a playoff
this 3
game yet?
times
So-
has
so is it
never
true?
happened
Have you won?
once.
Have you won a
It
playoff
was
game?
charity.
Okay.
It was charity.
No, no.
wait,
charity
T-Mac,
award?
what are you talking about?
I don't know where Nader is getting this
Yeah,
3 times thing from.
He's talking about the 30 and over.
I've never
too.
won a single
No,
award
he has
in the
it.
40 and over. Never.
Yeah, he has it.
Oh wow.
Never. It only happened once in the 30 and over.
Wow. Yeah, I got that coach's award.
Yeah, listen. I just think there was another player that should have won it that year. That's why. I'm
Oh, in the 30 and over when Nader Elite was.
Listen, I'll say
Yeah.
this. Nader should have definitely won it that year because my performance came in the playoffs. I had a good playoff game and everybody
But
seen
that's
it.
what
and-
everybody. But that's what everybody remembers.
That's where everybody messed up and seen
everybody
it and
remembered.
gave me the award. But during
now-
the regular season,
Not
Nader
only
should have
that,
definitely won.
there was a bias there. Nader was playing on
He
box.
He should have
Very-
definitely won it.
very-
definitely.
Nader's lighter skinned than normal. You know.
So yeah. So listen. So I need T-Mac to bring me that trophy then, if that's the way he feels.
Tell him you won it. Come and get it.
Hey,
Be
guys,
careful, though. He's
all
elite.
jokes aside, I love T-Mac's confidence this year, and I know he's gonna do good.
Hey,
I agree. I
Hey,
agree.
this,
I think the confidence is
might
through
be
the
the
roof.
year. This might be the year he
my
actually
cousin-
wins the most improved player.
My cousin, he shut up a lot of haters, and I'm proud of him. He played like how he plays.
AB
You know,
Abraham.
there's more. My cousin.
Are you talking about AB Abraham?
Yeah, my cousin.
Are you talking about the shutting down the 3-time champ, 2-time MVP,
Listen,
holding him to the
Listen,
lowest
okay,
score
okay,
he's
I'm
2027.
looking
ever
at
had?
him right now.
Ever
Listen,
had
I'm
in
watching.
a single season
I'm
game?
literally.
2027.
I'm literally watching Sufi right now. He's coaching flag football, and he's limping. Like he was
Ooh.
hurt.
Oh,
I
that
seen
was
the video.
bad, but that was the last play of the game.
Hey, he re-aggravated it.
The
but listen,
last play of the game. Don't make it
Listen.
like he was playing
Man,
hurt all
I
game.
gotta watch this game
I
because
like,
it's.
I like
it was the
energy.
last play of the game.
Oh, that's the worst.
I like the energy in the 40 and over this season. It's a lot of more people smiling, a lot more people having fun.
Yeah.
I like it. I hope it continues because last year I didn't like last year or the year before. So
Damn.
hopefully it stays like this. You know,
The year before,
And-
you
and
were
I-
a captain, Nader. It was,
Yeah,
it was the helicopter.
I think those
or the
years were
airplane.
better. I think the years that the top players, so called, weren't captains were the better years.
No, I
yes,
think,
they were.
It looks like they're better now. But Nader, what's the football questions? Because we want
Yeah,
to keep
yeah,
things
what's the
rolling.
football
Okay,
question?
okay. So I did watch a little bit. Listen, guys, I'm not gonna. I don't watch football like you guys. So just there's a lot of viewers that listen to your show so they can know more about football and what to do with their fantasy.
Okay.
I'm like that type of person.
This guy won your
I'm not
fantasy
into football
championship.
games like
I know.
I'm not like football like you guys. You know, you guys are very much into it.
That's my guy.
So I was watching the Kansas City game, the Ravens game.
Yeah, you
A
saw
lot of people are saying, "Oh, the Ravens lost by a they
toe.
lost." I mean,
By a toe.
why are people? I want to know why you guys, you football experts are saying the Ravens aren't going to do nothing this year just because they lost by, they lost by one play.
Yeah, I want to say
Basically.
they're doing.
we weren't gonna. No, we weren't saying that. We were saying Tony said there was a top tight end on that team by the name of Mark Andrews.
Yeah,
That isn't really going to do anything.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
highly likely that Isaiah likely will finish in the top 5.
Man,
Wow.
get the hell
Okay.
out of here, bro.
Hey,
Well, the
mark
Lions-
his words, man.
Will the Lions beat the Ravens right now? Will the Lions beat
No.
the Ravens right?
No,
I mean,
last
we'll see
year
how
the
we come
Ravens
out.
beat the crap out of us.
Yeah.
At home, maybe,
Okay,
but on the road,
they
no.
beat them last. Listen, guys. This is
a new
my
year.
thing. You know, you got Laporta and you got the Gibbs, and their second year. It's going to be a huge difference for them. They're
I
more
like
comfortable,
that.
they're not
I like
nervous,
that.
They're not rookies anymore.
I agree, man.
Who's whispering?
That's me. That was my 2 fantasy players you're bragging about. So I kind of like that.
Who's that? Is that T-Mac?
No,
That's
That's
Jose.
Jose.
Jose the Don
it's a,
Campbell.
it's a Malahi.
2027 MVP can show.
Wait. Mo Malahi's on the show?
No, it's
No.
a Malahi's brother. It's one of the
Which one?
Malahi brothers.
Oh,
Jose.
it's the hidden project. Nobody knows where this one's coming from.
Well, what's his name?
Pause.
Pause.
I'm sorry.
Jose.
That was a long.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jose. I know Jose. I
Yeah,
know him.
Nader. We chilled
Comprehended.
I
before.
didn't know he was his brother.
Yeah, nobody can
How
tell.
about this? I recently found out that Fatty is older than Fadella, and I recently found out that Ali is the oldest of the Thabit Mafia.
No,
I
yes.
did not know that.
And
Yes.
Older than Fidel.
Hey, Nader, do we have any more fantasy questions? Because we have some people that are asking us a couple questions too. But any fantasy questions that before we?
Well, yeah, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm only in the generic fantasy leagues. I'm not in with anybody.
Okay.
But yeah, I felt like I needed a break from it, and because I think fantasy takes away from
Reality.
And I know you
Yeah.
guys are going to disagree with me. No, it takes bro. I don't want to sit there and watch Red Zone, man. Like you guys, like every
This guy-
time.
what?
You,
Can we end the call?
You got. Listen, guys. There's a lot of you. There's a lot of
7
listeners
hours
that are
of
listening, and they
nonstop
feel-
action.
Of Red Zone.
They feel. Listen, a lot of people feel like me. Like you guys are you fantasy guys are taking away the love of the game by watching the games from start to
Just
finish.
threw the segment
You
out
guys
there.
are doing
That's
the.
nice.
You guys are doing the red zone, and you guys are killing the football game.
I know,
Like,
right?
You know how I got to argue with my brother about putting red zone on? I'm like, listen, I want to watch the full football game from start to finish.
Respectfully,
I want to be
understand
able
that.
to see. You know, they're not going to show what's her name, Taylor Swift.
I mean, you're new to football.
on red zone. I want to see Taylor Swift.
We
I
actually.
wanna see
Nader,
I don't wanna see Taylor
Nader, you played fantasy for the first time like last season or 2 seasons
Yeah,
ago,
yeah, yeah.
and you
And I
actually won
wanna
a championship.
AB.
I
know
love
your
it.
cousin.
Great.
I love
Listen,
fantasy
AB,
football.
I was missing a toe, and I dominated. I won. I carried Fujo to a win last year. Okay, I don't know whether I'm gonna go and carry him again to win next week, or I should take the week off. But I'll tell you right now, when you're elite, you're freaking elite.
That's
all I
it.
got.
It is
Shout
what
out
it
to
is.
Nader. I appreciate the call, Nader. And
Thank you.
Thank
And once again, I'm a big fan of Oz Media, and I like the fact that my cousin is more involved in it.
Thank you, Nader.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Omar. He's really knows his
no
football.
need to thank us. Shout out to AB Abraham. I said this
Yeah,
before the
yep.
show, and I'm gonna say it again, Nader.
He doesn't know basketball much, but football, 100% he knows football.
Yeah, shout out to AB. Great
Hey,
dude.
guys.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, take it easy,
My
Nader.
my wife watched the game, and then Nader was saying "Fahman," Fahmy. She looked at like, what is wrong with you guys?
He
I
does
said,
the
oh
same
no,
thing.
that's it. He's just a super fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
He a fan. He a
All
fan.
right, so let's keep things rolling with the fantasy stuff. Okay, I don't know if everybody answered it yet.
Most team to prove, I think,
Yeah.
right now, it's got to be the Dallas Cowboys.
I was about to say after the contracts.
And,
What else do you want?
Yeah, 2 huge contracts.
$300 million you just
got,
dropped.
Yeah, you got the top players in each position now, top paid players. You got a lot rolling with you, and this is America's team. It's the pressure I think is on the Cowboys now, especially after this move. It's 100% on the Cowboys.
I agree. I think Cowboys, Jets are very good answers. Tony, I don't know if you threw out an answer out there yet. Did you say a team or?
He was talking about Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Josh Allen, maybe.
Buffalo is a great point too. I think that even the 49ers kind of could be under pressure now with all the contracts
Yeah,
that
they gotta
have
win.
around. They do got to win.
How many Super Bowls is that?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
gonna
a
lie.
win
Like
now.
you feel that monkey on your back when you've been to 2 Super Bowls and you've lost both of them. You kind of start to feel that way. So let's try to answer a couple questions. We got Deontay Johnson, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Chuba Hubbard, or Lad McConkey. Shout out to one of my Boom Phillies,
That
Lad
is,
McConkey.
yeah, one of your guys,
Deontay
McConkey.
Johnson safe. Unfortunately, man, that one dude that we gave advice to, I bet you he ain't coming back because we told him to start Johnson over Xavier Worthy on Thursday. Man, he blew up.
How did you get?
Yeah. So, anyways, I
That's
like
not
Deontay
true.
Johnson.
That's not true. We didn't say. We didn't.
I
Tell
think
him that.
majority told him that. I think you said
So-
Worthy.
Yeah,
but
I
rest of
said
us
Worthy, but I think even the ones that did say Deontay
We said
Johnson, they
boom.
did say, yeah, if
Yeah.
you want to boom, you go with
That's what I
Worthy.
said,
If
yeah.
not, then you
Yeah,
go
'cause
safe
he was
for
boom or bust.
Deontay
So
Johnson.
Johnson is
and
safe.
I think he'll have a good game.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's put a disclaimer really, really quickly, guys. This is week 1. Okay, there's 10, 12 new head coaches, 18 new coordinators this year. Over 280 players have been traded on the different teams, 200 and some players drafted. Guys, this season's completely different than other seasons right now, right? We haven't seen them play as a cohesive I can't even talk.
cohesive unit.
Yes. Okay.
There it is.
So right now we're going based off of projections and our personal feelings.
Yeah.
So don't tune us out if we're wrong today.
That's why I didn't want to come out with rankings yet either because I was
It's
like, bro,
tough.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
all my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
A third of the league
Yeah.
is starting either a rookie quarterback or a new quarterback.
But this is my
A
point.
third of the league.
How many new head coaches? How many new offensive
Fox.
and defensive coordinators? There was how many moves that were made this offseason on impact players being all over the place? You know what I mean? We could talk team per team. We don't have enough time, obviously. But no, there's a lot going on. I'm telling you. just
No,
like-
T-Mac's
so-
right. A third of the league is starting new, quarterbacks or rookie, but 28% of the league is going to be under still uncertain weather. Weather is going to play a big role this weekend.
Okay, would you rather start Deontay Johnson, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Chuba Hubbard, or Lad McConkey?
I do think that the safer pick is slightly with a 31%
He is getting you
favorable
The
matchup.
percentages are killing.
It is
Wow.
Deontay Johnson.
So what about the other ones? What are their percentages?
Who you got? And by the way, who's the slight percentage over? All jokes aside, who's like second on your list right now? Like, I'm wondering what your brain thinks.
Probably Chuba Hubbard because he's gonna end up getting the touches.
Okay.
I like Chuba Hubbard.
You like Chuba Hubbard?
Yeah.
Okay. AB Abraham, who do you got?
Deontay Johnson's got to be the
I got Deontay.
I got Jackson Smith. Jigba.
First game.
I don't like the Panthers offense. Yuck.
I'm telling you, you're gonna like him.
You're
I
gonna
mean,
like.
bro.
them.
I mean, bro.
It's true. I mean, I think they're gonna be not.
If you're banking on Panther players,
I think Deontay Johnson is gonna be solid, and Jonathan Brooks.
what?
or
If,
Chuba
I mean,
Hubbard
they
is
still
gonna be
got.
solid.
I guess, yeah.
Those
somebody
two
has.
guys. Let T-Mac Cook said Sam and Jehmy. And then happy opening weekend. Javonte Williams at Seattle or Calvin Ridley at Chicago Standard League. Also asked Tony, likely or Andrews, said Ziad Al-Hadi. Who'd you start? Isaiah Likely or Mark Andrews for the rest of the season?
Obviously, it's Mark. This is. Please don't read. Like there's no
Yeah.
stupid people, but there are stupid questions.
Oh, are you still saying Andrews is going to finish higher than likely?
Are you
Are you
joking?
about to do a double bet? Are you gonna double down on this
Are
bet?
you kidding me?
Hey,
What, you
give him
think
the
that
bet.
Isaiah? Okay, let's do that.
Well-
Friendly wager.
Hey,
Let's go.
hey,
What's
listen,
the
hey,
wager?
hey,
What's the
hey,
wager?
hey, hey,
Shake hands.
hey,
What's the
don't be
wager?
shaking hands, in brother.
Yo, hold
be
on,
out here
hold on.
What's the wager?
Hold on. First of all, I don't
free
even
ranch
know
for a year?
if the bet with
Hadi?
friendly wager with
The one that you announced?
Yes, I did.
Listen,
but I don't
by
even
the
know
way-
if that's valid because here's why. His question, people take it out of context.
Okay.
No, why was that bet not
Because
valid?
No, hold on. Let him go. Let him finish. Let him
Here's
finish.
why. Here's why it's not valid because your question was who was drafted outside of the top,
top two.
1 or 2
Yeah.
that finish. Then my man threw in Laporta, and I was so amped up.
Oh, that's what it
Because
was.
you can't call
Ooh.
somebody out on something when you take it out of context.
Wow,
All right. Just saying. What's your
love it.
Fahmi's bets?
Right now,
can go back.
Andrews are likely.
We can.
free ranch
Valid.
for 6 months.
Valid.
I remember he told
Andrews
Sheed the
are
same
likely.
thing before.
Free ranch for 6 months.
No, it's
All
complimentary.
you, bro,
ranch.
listen. All
I
you
want
have,
free
hey,
ranch.
all you have to
No.
do is order 2 pizzas for Fahmi. You get
right.
free ranch
No,
for a
I
month.
wanted to walk
Complimentary.
in and just ask for a free ranch.
Javante Williams or Calvin Ridley in a standard league?
Standard, I'd probably go. Man, I want to see what Javante Williams has.
Oh, yeah,
I
let's see.
really, really like Ridley this year. I don't know why a lot of people are not, kind of high on him.
All right.
Standard, I might have to change it up and probably go Williams.
You know he's gonna do the opposite of what you
Yep,
just
that's
said.
what I said. Uno reverse.
Is that Ziad?
Yeah,
Uno reverse. Give me Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
Who you got?
No, standard league. No, not PPR.
Oh, man.
I'm going Javante.
Javante.
I know this might be crazy, but again, I feel like this is one of those boom bust kind of moments. Calvin Ridley can go off because he's the only receiver there other than
That's
Tyler
not
Boyd.
the only guy. Oh.
You know what I mean?
No, they
Other
got
than Tyler Boyd.
Hopkins.
Yeah, but
is out.
Hopkins is playing
Oh,
through a
he's
he's
out?
playing through an injury. I don't know if he, I don't know.
Yeah,
if-
he's active. He's playing.
DeAndre Hopkins is active.
He's playing.
Let me see.
He is playing. I read it.
Higgins. Higgins is officially out.
Yeah.
Chase
Yeah.
is in.
Okay, so that's crazy. So, yeah, I'm definitely going Javante Williams. I like him a lot this year, man. I think he's going to be a safe pick, man. Tell Nate a great story. Write it down so I can read it later, said Ziad Hadi. That was sarcasm. What do you guys think about Maserati Marv? Marvin Harrison Jr. I think that, in the beginning of the year, he's going to be solid, but I think towards the end of the year is when he's going to turn up and be that wide receiver 1 on your teams. You agree, Tony? You're nodding your head?
I do think that only 0.5% of the rookies have ever had 1,000 yards.
You gotta quit with that.
Kicker
Tony.
receiver,
No, I don't-
0.5 since 1971, the merger.
Okay.
Yeah, Hopkins.
Somebody check that,
But-
please.
Tony was in high
Hopkins is-
school back then. So
He's been keeping stats.
I'm just
He's
saying.
gonna pull out a book.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute.
What do you think about Maserati Marv?
I think he should have a good season.
So, Fahmi, do you think he's gonna hit 1,000 yards this year?
I do.
All right.
We'll give him 1,000 yards. Yep.
I got 1,200 from Maserati.
You got 1,200 from Maserati Marv.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at the
Who's Maserati Marv?
Marvin Harrison.
Man,
Yeah,
I
no
loved
one
his
really likes
dad,
him.
bro. His
His
dad
dad's a G.
was
Yeah, yeah,
amazing.
no one
You
bro.
don't
really
like
likes
him?
He's
What do you mean no one really likes him?
No one likes
a
him.
lot of people like him.
He's a Buckeye, man.
Oh, really?
Okay.
What?
Where did his dad go?
I don't know what's going on, man.
Hey, where
you
did
can't be
his dad
doing
go?
that.
Where did his dad go?
Just throw the-
Marvin Harrison? I don't know. I don't like him either.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I
Do you
just
know
wanted to mess with
where did he
you.
go college?
God, I
That's
thought
a
he was
good
up there.
question.
where did Marvin Harrison go? T-Mac?
Damn, that's tough.
Nice. Got
Oh,
them
I'm
stuff.
sorry. I had the wrong guy because I was about to be like, this is about to be the clip, man, because I'm going to go
Gotta
hard
look
on
it
him. But
up.
I was thinking about Reggie Wayne.
Oh, man,
Oh,
chill.
no,
Don't
no,
say
no,
that.
no, yeah,
Don't
Reggie-
say
Yeah,
Come
that.
on.
yeah. It's my
Come
fault.
on.
It's my fault.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was disappointed in you.
No, come
I was
on.
disappointed in you.
Come
It
on.
probably was a small college. Old backpedaling Tony. That's not how it happened. Don't let me call in. Ziad, call in if you have to.
No, he
okay.
don't call.
No,
him.
I mean,
But let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. All right. Last question about the before man, we've been we've been chatting, so let's keep it rolling. Last thing is Kansas City Chiefs. Will they three-peat this year? Yes or no? Jose, you're the Patrick Mahomes fan. What do you think? I mean, this might be the best team that they have, man.
yeah, it sucks. They got better, but it's so I'm
Don't
not.
do
I'm
it.
not. I'm not.
Don't do
They're
it.
not gonna three-peat.
Who's
not gonna
winning?
three-peat.
Who's winning the Super Bowl this year, Jose?
We the Lions.
Detroit
Who's
won.
winning the Super Bowl this year, Jose?
Hey,
We the Lions.
let
Who's
T-
winning the Super Bowl this year, Jose?
T-Max a
We the
believer. I'm a
Man,
believer.
I can't believe it took you that long to say no.
What do you mean? It took
He
me.
asked you a question. Was KC 3P?
Hey, man.
You sat there and shook your head.
I'm scared. I mean, they got better. I mean, their defense, but their defense did get worse. Their defense carried them a lot last year. Chill.
Yusuf,
Don't call
where's-
me crazy.
Yusuf, where's the blue mask?
All right, we gotta bring him out.
They
You gonna put it
lost.
on?
They lost one guy.
I don't understand what this guy's doing right now.
What
Yeah.
do you mean? You don't think
He's
they're
the one that pumped me up to buy a Lions jersey.
Oh man,
Like
listen.
I wore a blue mask.
The only team I think that can
I
beat
came
the
out
Kansas
and
City
talked
Chiefs are
about
the Detroit
being
Lions.
blue and silver.
Yeah.
And this guy's hesitating and win.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on, AB.
Jose.
It was a long Saturday.
Well, you know what? You know what? Then
supposed to be long Saturday.
I'm not sold, man. I think all right. I guess the Lions just ain't doing it.
Hey,
Lions will do it.
I will kick this mic stand right in front of me, my guy. The Lions are gonna win.
T-Mac, do the Chiefs three-peat this year?
Oof, I don't think so, man. It's no team has ever did it ever. And you think about all the great teams of the past. I think the Lions will beat them in the Super Bowl.
Me
Hey.
too, man. I think
Wow.
it's gonna
You
match
think
up.
they're
Wow.
going
But
to the
one
Super
thing-
Bowl?
The Lions and the Chiefs, yes.
Okay.
But one thing for the Lions is, can they get over that mental hump of losing a 17-point lead, man?
Yes.
That shit. I'm sorry. That still bothers me. So it
you're
still
right.
bothers
No,
the players.
no,
Still
you're
bothers you?
You could either
My
use it as
goodness.
something that's gonna pull you down, or something that's gonna trigger you into.
It is so hard
get
to
over
repeat.
to get to that point. And to me, I think the Lions are mentally there to where they can use that as something that's fuel to their fire. When we feel like we're sitting on top of the world and then we get humbled, you know, it's just a reminder that that's what needs to happen.
It was a
man.
27-point turnaround in less than a half.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
everything rolled one way and we went the other. But here's the thing, though: if it ain't showing that we're I mean, love went down, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was
so
afraid.
now-
Everybody was afraid of winning the division. I was reading stuff about how Green Bay was going to win the division and we were going to be a wild card.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's falling into place. Caleb Williams will be a bust. Bust. Okay, Chicago ain't
Bust
doing
is such a strong word.
Chicago
I know.
ain't
It is a
doing.
strong word.
Chicago ain't doing nothing. Okay.
9-7.
Nah, I don't even see that.
Man, the
Yeah,
hype.
yeah.
The
17
hype-
All right,
I can see.
JJ
Yeah, 9-8
McCarthy
or 10-7.
JJ
I'm sorry,
McCarthy
10-7.
JJ McCarthy had that season-ending injury. Okay, what I'm saying is it's our division. So let's run through. Let's try to get our home
AB,
field advantage. But
I didn't read a lot that said that.
Oh, you've been reading? Is that your new
I
thing?
didn't read.
hold on.
Guys, just say I were
Well,
watching clips.
That
Yeah,
Green
you know,
Bay,
What's our
that Green
percentage?
Bay- I'm saying he said he read a lot about
Yeah.
Green Bay winning. I didn't read a lot about that, but not only
Oh.
has no team three-peated, but 0% of the teams that went back-to-back have ever made it to the Super Bowl. Fun fact, since
Can we get an air horn?
1954.
Wow.
Even though the Super Bowl
Hey, could
was
you,
right.
could you
That's
do
a-
us? Could you do us
nobody's
a favor?
ever- Hey.
Tony.
Huh?
Do us a favor, okay? I know you're upset that you moved all the way down there, okay?
That Tony,
But-
what's
but
going
quit-
on? You're getting
quit-
closer to
yeah,
the door.
Quit
I didn't want to
quit
say that.
messing with our guest.
What happened?
Quick,
Am
go
I?
get our guest.
What have I said that has been wrong? Nothing.
Actually, the way he said
by
that,
the
I
way,
actually believe everything
the
he's
truth.
saying,
It's
bro.
not. What year did you use?
1954.
Oh, you're wrong.
What?
You're wrong.
How?
The Super Bowl merger
Go ahead.
didn't start to like 1963 or something like that, isn't it?
Well, I just Googled it and you're wrong.
Or 1950.
What'd you Google?
The last team to three-peat.
Okay.
I think it was the Packers in 63, 1965,
Okay. Super Bowl
1960.
era. I'm sorry. Super Bowl era.
It is.
There you go. You got to use your
Super
words.
Bowl
right.
era.
You said
I agree.
1954.
If you're gonna come out
2
here
days
with
after I was
percentage,
born.
exact
In
percentages.
1954, no team has ever.
I meant Super Bowl
By
era.
the way,
I apologize.
I got the Lions winning, so I don't see the Chiefs three-peating. But if there was a team that were going to,
So it's a sweep. The Lions are winning the Super Bowl. We all agree.
Inshallah. Yusuf,
I
we're gonna.
want-
Fahmi, hold on. You don't think the Lions are going
I
to win?
want to
No,
be
no,
on
no,
board.
they're not. You want them
Uno
to-
reverse.
Yes.
Uno reverse.
That's part of
Right.
it.
Go ahead, Tony.
I
Say it.
want to be on board,
The
but,
Bengals.
but I can't.
But
The Bengals.
I can't.
He can't. It is.
Yeah, I can't.
He takes his role very seriously, and I respect that.
I do.
respect
I do
that
think it's
about
going to be the Ravens and the Eagles.
Oh man, I think those two teams
The
are going to have a
Eagles.
down year. So.
Yeah.
And
Guys,
it's
mean-
hard to bet against Mahomes, man.
I
but
mean-
here's the thing about
Yes,
the Chiefs.
Manila
I think
Lazari.
it is going to be too much of a hangover. They're winning too much. They're playing too much.
That's what-
So they don't take the regular season. It's going to feel like an on and off switch, and they're just going to run into a bad Sunday.
I mean, how bad did KC look to start the season last year, and then they end up winning it all? So don't go off of a Philly looking amazing in the
I don't-
game.
no,
which
no,
they didn't
no,
even
no,
look
no.
that
I don't-
good.
I
They
agree.
capitalized
Philly-
off of
Philly
mistakes.
looked
I don't think they look good.
Yeah.
I don't even think they
No,
look
but
that good.
I'm just saying though. I think once Cincinnati starts rolling, I mean, who can beat Pat Mahomes?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Joe
I don't
B.
think, I don't
can.
think anybody in the
Dan
AFC
Campbell.
can beat him.
Joe B can.
Let's give a shout out to our next
Joe B.
sponsor,
Cams.
Holy Bowly. Let's give them a shout out. Shout out to Yusuf and everybody over there at Holy Bowly. We appreciate
Holy
them
Bowly.
and support. And then we're gonna keep things rolling. We're gonna go straight into breaking down games and answering questions. So Holy Bowly, Yusuf. Holy moly, you have to try out Holy Bowly. Holy Bowly is your go-to destination for vibrant bowls and delicious sandwiches. Everything they serve is 100% fresh, and they have halal options as well. Their mouth-watering bowls are always packed to the top, so you know you're getting the most bang for your buck. They currently have 2 locations in Detroit, and you can check out all their food on their website at www.myholybowly.com. That's me. Zoom is this chair. All right, we're here to answer your questions. Please shoot them away. We're about to fly through every game. We're going to do starts and sits, players that you would start and sit from every single matchup happening today. We have some fun games. Going down today, should be some interesting games, great matchups, some division rivalries. So let's start off in a random matchup of the Arizona Cardinals versus the Buffalo Bills. Jose, I'll let you start off with the Arizona Cardinals. They're going on the road to play Buffalo. Who are you starting and who are you sitting for Arizona?
I mean, of course, you got to ride with your boys Maserati and James Conner, Marvin Harrison. I'm sorry, AB. Kyler Murray should have a nice bounce back season, man. I'm hoping he can do something. You know, Trey McBride is another top tier tight end. You know, like the Cardinals are good to fantasy players. You know, they got a good player at each position, so those guys are guaranteed. Bills, you're gambling on your receivers. You got.
I was gonna let someone else answer the Bills. Though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
go
we're
ahead.
gonna let it fly away.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know you was on. You was on your way.
I was about to jump on my boys' bandwagon, but pause.
Who's the boys?
Keon Coleman. I like him. You know, a good old state player of yours. You know what I'm saying? So he's cool. I like
You're only
him.
giving us credit because he transferred out of the state of Michigan.
He
to
did the only
Florida
thing.
State.
I would have probably done the same thing.
I 100%. He made the right decision.
Yeah, and
Let's be honest,
that's what
right?
got him into the NFL. Let's be
Exactly.
honest. Go ahead.
AB
Didn't get him
Abraham.
into no college football playoff though.
So who do you got for Buffalo Bills? Anybody out of the ordinary, or you got? I mean, who are you starting? I guess.
I mean, listen, my deep sleeper for the season is Khalil Shooker.
Tupac.
I'm just saying that's my guy. I think that with all the receivers Josh Allen has now, the most rapport he has, I don't care about Curtis Samuel, Keon Coleman's brand new. I mean, you're tight end, you're a tight end. Obviously, you know you got your Dalton Kincaid. Okay, that's awesome.
And
but
Wilson,
who's his guy, especially toward the end of the year? Like who's the one guy that he's got that rapport with?
Tupac's back.
So I called out my Romeo Dubs last year. I'm calling out Khalil Shakir this year. That's my guy.
Love
Start.
Khalil
Hey,
Shakir, bro.
by the way, I got a question. You got pick 2 out of 3. Chase Brown, Calvin Ridley, Pittman, or Shakir. I need 2 out of the 4.
I mean, you're going Pittman 100%.
And Ridley, because Chase Brown
Yeah.
to me, you got to watch
Pittman
them
and Ridley?
this week.
Yeah.
See how that Cincinnati backfield turns out. See how they do
I'd
stuff.
put-
I mean, we're not
I'd put
talking. I mean, we're
Shakir
not.
over
Yeah, we're
Ridley.
not talking about
You put
Tennessee.
Shakir
Come,
over
come to me
Ridley?
for
Yes.
Tennessee. I got some.
Just
nice
because
info.
L'Jarius Sneed might be guarding Calvin Ridley.
T-Mac, I got Patriots and Bengals. I'll give you the home team, the Cincinnati Bengals. Who would you start this week?
T. Higgins is officially out, and Chase is playing.
I actually got one of my
Unlimited.
booms from that game, and that's
Andre
Andre
Ilyasovius.
Yes, one
That's
of my
boom
booms.
Phillies. So
Yep.
go ahead and give him an air horn. That's one of the boom Phillies. Actually, can we get a boom? By the way, I think that's still over there. Is it? Okay. Well,
Can we get? I love that guy.
And then you're starting.
guy. There we
Just
go.
wanted to hear his voice.
Yeah,
You're starting Jamar Chase. You're starting Joe Burrow.
Which running back are you starting? If you had
That's
both.
a tough one. If I had both and I had to choose one, I would say, is it 1 point PPR?
Yeah.
I'd say Chase Brown.
Okay. Because
I think you're wrong there.
I think Cincinnati named Zach Moss the starter, but they
Yeah,
did,
the starter,
they
yes.
did
starter.
also say
But they said they're going to split.
yes. It's not like one of those where Chase Brown just comes in on third down. Like I heard they're going to be literally 50-50 split down the middle.
but Moss
Tony,
can get hot.
Patriots, are you starting anyone other than Ramondre Stevenson?
I mean, they got to throw to somebody. So who's their top wide receiver?
I mean, Demario Douglas, Jalen Polk.
Yeah, Mario Douglas.
Mario Douglas?
If you had to, I mean, I wouldn't.
yeah.
Homeboy always catches touchdowns, Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry.
Tight end.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how they going right there.
I mean, but yeah, new quarterback there.
Yeah.
Vikings, Giants, another weird, ugly game, probably, but you got Vikings, Jose. I'm sorry. Yes, you got the Vikings. Are you starting Aaron Jones confidently?
I mean, you ain't got no choice, honestly. But like that's like their number 2 or number 3 receiver right now on the team. Addison is still solid, but in Justin Jefferson. But I don't like Sam Darnold. It's gonna be garbage points for both teams because they both play garbage. So
All right. Giants, what you got for us, A.B. Abraham? Are you starting Devin Singletary?
Starting Saquon Barkley. No, I'm just kidding.
you're signing Saquon Barkley.
That's what it sounded like.
That's how I was gonna start. I'm sorry, starting. No, I would start. Obviously, with the running back situation in fantasy, and a lot of these teams are split. Like we just talked about Chase Brown, Zach Moss. At least we know Devin has that backfield right now. So I would start Singletary. Malik Neighbors.
I think Malik Neighbors is going to have a good week this week. That's why I got him as a boom Philly. I think Minnesota secondary is very weak, and so I like him this week. You might say something?
I actually like the Giants defense.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you got Sam Darnold playing on the road. He's one of the worst quarterbacks.
He's going to throw
in
some
history.
interceptions. He's definitely going to throw the ball.
He's going back to
I know everybody thinks about Saquon Barkley leaving. The Giants got a pretty solid defense. They got Dexter Lawrence. great interior linemen. They got Kayvon Thibodeau and they traded for Brian Burns. So
Yes.
they might have
very
one of the
underrated.
best
Yeah.
defensive lines in football.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
picked them
T-Mac
up.
fact.
I
Who right
actually-
now?
yeah.
Who right now has been holding out? Was it
I actually
Burns?
picked them up
Not
to
Burns.
start
Who's
against
been
your
holding
brother,
out?
so-
Was
No,
it
it's
Patrick,
Jets.
Hassan
Patrick Queen?
Hassan Reddick. for the
Hassan
Jets.
Reddick.
Jets.
Okay.
Hey, quick question, guys. Aaron Jones or Najee Harris? Full point PPR. Actually, half point PPR. Aaron Jones or Najee Harris?
Aaron Jones.
I probably would go Aaron Jones, only because he.
That's tough. Najee
Well,
Harris
especially
doesn't
with
really
Fields
catch the
and-
ball.
and-
What
right
Fields
now.
start exactly now?
Is
There's
Jalen
three
Warren
guys.
He's
bro.
gonna take away. He's
Yeah,
gonna
there's
take
three
away.
guys. They're gonna probably split with a little bit of Jalen Warren. T-Mac, what are you thinking? Najee Harris is gonna split his carries.
I think
with
Yeah,
Warren,
Fields,
and then
Fields
you know,
helps Najee
Bro, last year
Harris, guys.
Jalen Warren outscored Najee Harris almost every game.
Yeah.
and now you got Justin Fields to do his design QB
Yep.
run. No, there's
yeah.
a package. There's a package for
Let's
Fields.
go with Aaron Jones.
Hey, but here's one thing a lot of people don't understand about the Giants. 18% of their games last year as a defensive stream, they got more than what they were projected.
Are you boom filling them?
I considered it, but the risk
only allowed
factor
6.
is at 39%.
I'm gonna be watching. Hey, are you real quick? Sorry, are you gonna do this percentage thing all day? Because
Yeah,
I was
he's-
planning on watching football with you.
Just disrespecting, just really taking it out on our guests today.
How?
Yeah, no, he's not. Listen, he wanted to do the Titans really bad, so we're gonna do the Titans, and well, actually, we'll move that to the next game. Panthers and Saints. I'm gonna give you the Saints. Who you got for the Saints this week?
You start Alvin Kamara.
Your boy.
You start Taysom Hill. You
T-Mac's
start Chris
boy.
Olave. I don't know how long Derek Carr is going to keep that job. There's a lot of chatter
poor
about
guy.
what's his
Spencer,
name?
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer
Spencer
Rattler.
Rattler.
A lot of fans are calling for Spencer Rattler to.
And they gonna
to play.
call for him when they start
That's
off
crazy.
1-6.
Man, I was watching that guy back in that.
Remember,
Netflix,
like-
that Netflix special QB1 Beyond the Lights, man. He had a little rough path himself from high school and getting thrown off. Yeah, he got thrown off, not thrown off the team, but he got some trouble and
Man.
lost the job at Oklahoma to your boy Caleb, and then rejuvenate himself in South
Is
Carolina.
Caleb's name with a C or a G? Because I pronounce it with
Caleb?
a G. C. Caleb.
Hey, Tony, who you got for the Carolina Panthers?
We talked about Deontay Johnson. We talked about Chuba Hubbard. Yeah.
What about white chocolate?
Adam Thielen.
Nah, man, he's getting up there in age.
Yeah, but he's also
Reminds me.
has a rapport with Bryce.
Yeah.
I mean, but Saints usually carry a good defense, though.
All
I
right.
mean, it depends on where Marshawn Lattimore lines
Titans,
up against.
Bears. Jose, I know you love the Bears, so
Ooh.
go ahead, man.
Straight up, is
Yeah.
that what you're gonna do to me?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of DJ Moore.
Shout out to
always.
the Chi-Town Malahis, though.
Shout out
Yeah.
to the Chi-Town Malahis, man. Straight up.
Great people and supporters. All right?
I'm DJ Moore's A1.
Yeah.
I like
Today.
Keenan Allen's gonna start the season to me like the first 6-7 games, and then Romeo's gonna come
Yeah,
in and
I
take
can
his
see that.
spot, man.
It's
That's how I
great
see it.
analysis. I
Well,
agree.
today, I can't think of the corner who's going to be guarding DJ Moore. Today's going to be more of a Keenan Allen day.
From Luxurious Sneed.
Yep, there you go.
They're playing
From KC.
Are they playing
Tennessee.
Tennessee?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, but yeah, Keenan Allen is your PPR guy. He's gonna get his 7-8 catches, man. Even though I'm going against him this year, this week. So,
It happens.
I hate being in 3 leagues. I don't even know who I'm going against.
I mean, I'm in 8. I don't count anymore.
I
Swift.
dropped 2 leagues.
I'm not excited to see Swift, but I don't like Swift as a running back.
Are you
know what
starting
I'm saying?
Caleb Williams as a fantasy quarterback this week?
If I had him, I would start him over Brock Purdy. Like it just depends on like the people you got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Fireworks.
I don't
About to
like
be some
it.
fireworks in
Listen,
Chicago.
I know
Listen,
fire. It's about to be nail polish all over the
listen.
field, baby.
Tennessee, honest to God, listening to a lot of sports radio that I listen to, especially fantasy radio, Tennessee is one of those teams that were projected to just be a bottom 3 team, like don't touch anybody. Then all of a sudden, is it Cliff King? Not Cliff.
No, they
You guys
got
said that,
they
Cliff.
got Brian Callahan from the
Yep,
Bengals.
yep. So he came through. They
changed
they,
them.
They
He changed them.
revamped the old
Hey.
line. They listen.
He even brought his dad, Bill
Yup, to
Callahan,
revamp Bill
offensive
Callahan.
line.
Yup, to revamp that offensive line. Listen, I'm gonna tell you now, just not even today. Like watch for it today, but Will Levis is gonna be a great backup quarterback. Keep on your bench.
Yeah, I agree.
You have Tyler Boyd in the slot. Hopkins will see how long with this injury. You have Calvin Ridley. You got Pollard and Tajay Spears. I think the Tennessee Titans are going to be sneaky good. I think today, Pollard might be the play on running backs. Just on the fact of I think he's going to get more receiving than Tajay would today, and obviously Kelvin with Kelvin and I think Tyler Boyd if you're in deeper leagues, obviously.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. That's Tennessee. That is the Chicago Bears. We're gonna keep.
But
things
Levis,
going. Who you got winning this
Levis.
game? Quickly, Chicago's -4. Who you got winning that game?
I want Tennessee. If I'm with the Lions, I want to see everybody
I want
lose.
that, but who do you see winning?
Tennessee. It was that.
I think
Chicago.
I think
Tennessee.
I think regardless, Tennessee covers.
Okay.
If Chicago wins
Yeah,
by 3.
Are you a
man,
betting?
I seen that rookie quarterbacks are like 0-12 or 0-14 in their first starts. It's gonna be
you got
tough.
you.
But Chicago's defense is real good.
It is.
Tennessee is at Chicago. It's tough
Yeah.
to play there. I'll take Chicago to barely win.
Okay, we're gonna go with the Steelers and the Falcons. Should be an interesting game over there in Atlanta. By the way, who are you starting? Let's give you the Steelers because Tony loves the Falcons. So who are you starting for the Steelers?
The Steelers.
Would you start Justin Fields in week 1?
Wow. No, not Justin Fields. No, because you have him as a second quarterback.
Yeah.
I want to start Justin Fields. You're gonna start George Pickens. You're gonna start Freiermuth if you have him. You're gonna start. Damn, it's tough between Harris and Jalen Warren. But Jalen Warren was hurt coming into the game, so I'd start Najee Harris for this first week over Jalen Warren.
Who are you not starting from the Atlanta Falcons?
Nobody. You start everybody. You got Drake London, Kyle Pitts,
Drake.
Bijan, Kirk Cousins.
That's it. It stops there.
But Darnell Mooney.
Stops right there.
See? You didn't let me
defense.
finish.
Atlanta defense.
Atlanta defense will ball out.
What about the
guys.
kicker?
And Tony Young Ho.
Young Ho.
No, because they're going to be scoring
Tony
touchdowns all game.
Tony must be really invested in the Falcons offense.
He is. Called him a top 3 offense in the NFL.
NFC.
Yep.
NFC.
And the NFL.
Is it because Kirk Cousins
The
went to
C in
state?
L, you messed up. You should have kept it with the C.
And in the NFC, they're a top 3 offense. For sure.
Jaguars, Dolphins, Tyreek Hill got arrested. Does that mean Jalen Waddle's going off? Or what does that mean? Does it even mean anything?
Well, Tyreek Hill just got a ticket. He's about to get another one for speeding.
On the field.
Facts.
He's throwing up the deuces. Yeah, he's playing.
It's the cheetah.
He's going to do some kind of celebration.
He has to. He's probably gonna get arrested. They detain
that'd be
him, drop
funny.
him on the ground.
Oh, the NFL will get him. The NFL will get him on that.
I've been
Big fine.
sitting next to this guy for 40 minutes. He cracked a smile when you said Tyreek Hill going to put up the deuces for speeding.
I did.
Hey man, he's a Miami
Hold on.
fan. We know where
He's a Dolphins guy.
He's a Dolphin guy.
So Dolphins, you're starting both running backs?
I'm starting both running. I mean, I don't like Mostert that much. I'm starting their coach if I can. Like their offense is going to light it up. They always come out hot.
Okay.
Defenses start off slow. So yeah, start whoever you can on the offense. So.
Jaguars, man, I really starting to like Brian Thomas. The more the season's getting closer, I don't know why. I mean, no shares of him, but again, he's going in that Latin McConkey range. But who are you starting from Jacksonville, man? Are you?
Ewan McCockney.
Here, Tony, you want to talk about top 3? Evan Ingram finishes top 3 tight end.
100%.
Evan Ingram, start him, pick him up, trade for him, do what you want. Evan Ingram, Trevor Lawrence. If you have to, there's so many great quarterbacks here. I bet you Trevor Lawrence is on a lot of people's benches.
Yeah.
Don't forget Etienne.
So any receiver, Kirk or Brian Thomas, or no?
If you're gonna start a receiver, I would go Kirk right now. Kirk
Jalen
is Kirk is a safer play. Kirk, yeah. I mean, everybody's high on all these rookies, but I mean, you still got to go with where there's a connection.
I do feel like Jalen Ramsey is going to be on Christian Kirk, so I'm going to go ahead and boom Philly Gabe Davis.
Go ahead, give him an air horn, Yusuf.
Does this guy have isn't the limit 6? How many boom Phillies are you trying to get?
I'm only at 4.
You sure? So you just boom Philly 2 guys?
Who?
Didn't he just boom Philly somebody right before that?
No.
No, I don't think he did.
Yeah, he did.
No, he
He
didn't.
just said he likes Falcons
I
defense.
boom Philly that Atlanta offense?
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah,
didn't.
yes,
No,
I
you
did.
didn't. You just
Texans and Colts, I think this is going to be a shootout, guys. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. Both offenses are looking to expand on what they did last year. Anthony Richardson is back. First of all, let's ask about who y'all got winning this game because they got Houston -3 at Indy. Do you like that team?
I think the Colts could upset Houston today. There's a lot of hype on Houston, and understandably so. They top team in the division. But remember, last year they played in Week 18 versus the Colts in a winner-take-all. Winner wins the division and makes the playoffs. Versus the Colts, and Anthony Richardson missed most of the year. So
Yeah.
I'll take the Colts to upset Houston today.
I like that.
What do you think of the sophomore slump, though? Is CJ
I mean,
Stroud going to
the guy-
start?
he got better weapons.
They both are in sophomore year, by the way. So who are
Yep.
you referring to?
Yeah, well, sophomore year, Anthony Richardson never played.
Okay.
So my point would be C.J. Stroud,
Okay.
who came out and had that
He's
great
so
year.
young and raw, man.
Hey,
so still a
pause.
lot to see from him.
Fun
bro.
fact. Fun fact. CJ Stroud is the only rookie in the
NFL
common
version.
era, to ever throw for over 4,000 yards in his rookie season. And then he gets better by having, for trading for a 100-yard receiver and a 1,000-yard rusher. It's the only time it's ever happened.
100-yard receiver.
Or,
Listen,
100 catch. 100 catch.
Stephon Diggs is going to kill that offense, but go ahead.
No, he's not.
What do you mean?
I'm a
Kill
short.
it.
Who are you starting for the Colts?
The Colts, you're starting Jonathan Taylor. You're starting Michael
2
Pittman.
touchdowns today, John.
You're starting Anthony Richardson. You might want to consider starting Adonai Mitchell because Josh Downs is out.
Yeah, I'm about to look up his projections right quick because I'm gonna have to switch up. I know I already got 6, man. I like Adonai, however you say his first
I don't
name.
know how to say his name.
At,
Adonai.
9.17.
I mean, take Ladd out.
Hell no.
I don't think Ladd's
Okay.
booming today.
You?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys. You
No,
guys.
no,
gonna
no. I
see-
know you guys. It's AB. It's
AB, you're gonna see he's quite the good lad in Los Angeles.
He's a great lad, but I think
I-
that Harbaugh likes to run the ball.
That don't
and
mean
I
they're not gonna
think that-
throw the ball.
But I don't think he's gonna throw to Ladd.
Okay.
I mean, he made a couple receivers.
Top 3 people I'm looking forward to watching today is Ladd McConkey, and the second one is Dalton Kincaid. I put a lot of investment in Dalton Kincaid, so I'm hoping that he plays
Gotcha.
pretty well. But go ahead. Where were we going with this? Houston.
Everybody. The only guys. This is
Tank
gonna
Dell.
be another one of the top 3 offenses in the AFC.
in the AFC.
It's like
Okay,
So
6 teams.
Atlanta and Kirk, and now
Oh yeah, those are the 2 teams from
So-
an offensive
so Kirk-
standpoint. You
Kirk-
want to go into that offense, dive into,
so
pick anybody.
Anybody.
Spartan Kirk and Buckeye Stroud.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
crazy it worked out like that.
I like that. Raiders, Chargers, Raiders. It's your team. Who you got?
I got my boy, Big Zamir.
Oh,
My dog. You know, I got a lot of
Big,
backlash.
that was close.
I
that was
love-
borderline.
Okay, man.
Yeah,
Listen.
I know.
Can we get a pause button? God.
We do need a pause.
We need a pause
We're
button.
gonna make sure we get that.
T-Mac,
So.
ultimate pause in that voice
man.
note last night.
So, like, yeah, I like Zamir White. I like
Nobody can
Devontae
talk
Adams.
anymore, bro.
Like, I really think Gardner Minshew is good enough to get the Raiders a W.
I think he is too.
Yeah, I mean, the
Feed Adams the ball.
feed Adams the ball. They got
Feed
Brock
Adams the
Bowers, and
ball.
they
I
still
don't
got
care
Michael
about- I don't
Myers,
care
so
about
they got
any of
some
those two.
killers.
Brock Bowers, are you starting him though?
I mean, the tight end position is a real thin position, so I would start him.
All right, and then the Chargers, you're not starting Ladd McConkey?
If I'm in a deeper league, maybe. Chargers. I mean, you're splitting right now. Listen, Harbaugh's there, so you have your backfield from Baltimore, right? You got J.K. Dobbins and Gus. I would start Gus if you're looking touchdown, upside, standard league, stuff like that. He's gonna get an end zone. I mean, they're gonna feed him the ball. He's gonna do that. You know, everybody keeps. I don't know what happened. Everybody just thinks that Justin Herbert fell off. Like he just ain't a quarterback.
He's still young.
I mean, he's a great quarterback. I mean,
Justin Herbert to me was Matthew Stafford before on the Lions. He's the AFC version of Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
On the Lions though. You know what I'm saying? Like where he's just talentedly gifted. It's just we don't know if he's gonna ever win with that team, but we'll see.
I mean, they got to build around him. They got to give him that talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody keeps talking about Buffalo, Josh Allen. I don't know how Josh Allen is going to be such a high-rated quarterback in fantasy this year. Dalton Kincaid, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
You seen how bad Pat Mahomes was last year in fantasy-wise. He had no receivers outside of Travis Kelce. And you see how bad Travis Kelce was with everybody, going on him.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm you got to take their number one, who's considered right now is Joshua Palmer. You got to take Palmer. You got to take. I mean, I would start Palmer. I would start Herbert if he's your quarterback. If you guys are in, super flex.
Can we have a bet right now, me and you, or no? A friendly wager?
If we do whatever we need to do, let me know. Let's talk. I know you got Ladd. Probably by the end of the season, he'll work his way in.
He
there.
will be the number 1 receiver on that team.
Ladd McConkey is
Yes.
going to be the number 1 receiver by the end of the season.
Yes.
What?
No,
what?
not by the end of the season.
For the Chargers,
Fantasy
he means.
points. Ladd McConkey is going to be the number 1 receiver for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay, so what's the friendly wager?
I don't know. You can think about it. All right. We could maybe just smack talk. I mean, I don't know what you
I
want.
mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
Who do you got? Josh Palmer?
I got to stick with his deep ball.
Okay.
He's got a rapport there. You guys-
Pause. Broncos, Seahawks.
I was waiting for it.
Broncos, T-Mac. What you got, Broncos?
You're always waiting for it.
Pause.
Broncos, you're going to start Javonte Williams. Man, I don't know if you want to start any of their receivers on the road in Seattle, Bo Nix is making his first career start. So I'll just go with Javonte Williams.
I was just talking about this on Thursday. Bo Nix will be on fantasy rosters by the end of the year because of his rushing ability. Tony, who do you got for the Seahawks?
For the Seahawks, you got K-Dog, and you got to go Jackson Smith and Jigba. I mean,
you got to go with DK too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean,
DK's gonna be the number one receiver.
listen, I'm not saying he's not.
Like, no, he's gonna be. I mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna be that guy.
DK Metcalf.
Okay, Cowboys, Browns. By the way, Tom Brady is going to be the announcer of this football game. That's going to be very
His
fun
first,
to hear
yep.
what he has to say. Tom Brady really announcing like we can't.
Is he gonna be like a Tony Romo though? Is he gonna like break
No,
it
I
down
think
and
Tom
be annoying?
Brady is going to be funnier because he's going to be more blunt than Tony Romo. You know, they already practiced with him, and he was giving people example. You know how they go over plays in the in the studio,
Yeah.
And then he was like, so when Daniel Jones throws an interception, like he just threw that word out
wow.
there, and the people they started cracking up
wow.
in the studio. He just threw randomly to Daniel Jones. Like that's what you're gonna get out of Tom Brady. Like he's not gonna care. Like they can't
It's the
stop
GOAT.
him.
7 rings.
Exactly. Cowboys. Who you got for the Cowboys, Tony? I mean, Jose. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You're looking down, and Tony always looks down. That's why I just called. you
Makes
Tony.
sense. You know what? You're right. I like the new money man, Dak Prescott, and my boy CD Waini.
Are you starting any of their running backs?
No, I stay away from their running backs in general because I don't know who's going to be there.
And obviously starting Jake Ferguson though.
Yeah, Fergie is my boy. I got him in a couple leagues, so I'm hoping he's actually going to pop off for me. So
I think he's gonna be really good this year too. Cleveland Browns, Jake Ferguson safe. Cleveland Browns, AB Abraham starting Jerome Ford.
Yeah, I know Dallas has a good run stopping defense. You got Micah Parsons, you got good interior guys, but I mean right now, yeah, Ford I think is primed to have a great season up until if Chubb comes back and obviously takes that spot from him. I'm starting Amari Cooper. I don't care if Diggs is back or not. I mean, they're gonna have to do something. I'm not starting Deshaun Watson, but hold on.
You're not starting Deshaun?
Lamar is going to the Super Bowl, guys. It is confirmed. Lamar will be at the Super Bowl.
What does that mean?
Kendrick Lamar will be
Oh, that's
performing
funny.
at the Super Bowl.
That's funny. All right, LA. So you just messed me up. Commanders, Buccaneers, T-Mac, Commanders. Who you got for the team Commanders? Who you starting?
You're gonna start Jaden Daniels. You're gonna start Terry McLaurin.
Scary Terry.
Another guy
They're
that's
playing the
primed to have a big year.
Buccaneers. I don't know if I think you should start Brian Robinson.
You wait and see with
You
Austin
wait and
Eckler?
see with all. Yeah, you wait and see. what he can do.
Commanders secondary is
What about
not
the tight
good.
end? What about Zach Ertz?
Yeah, I mean,
Wait and see.
all the
You see, he
receivers.
played well with Cliff in Arizona. They gave him a lot of
There
targets
you
in
go.
that zone.
That's what I want to hear. Now
Yeah,
he's coming over with Cliff.
Hey,
Yeah.
by the way, we got a question.
What's a rookie? What's a
Justin
rookie's quarterback's
Herbert or
favorite?
Deshaun Watson this
the
week?
tight end, of course.
Is that against me?
Yeah. No. What do you mean against you?
You guys
What
got
happened?
one.
What's the stat you pulled up?
Justin Herbert or Deshaun Watson?
Who would I start?
Yeah, somebody asked the question. Justin Herbert or Deshaun Watson?
I start Justin Herbert.
who asked the question, by the way?
Tony.
Go ahead. I got you.
I'd probably go with Watson.
Why?
Watson.
To explain
Dallas?
why.
Just to see what
10
Harbaugh
seconds.
does in week
10, no,
one.
no,
man.
10
They
seconds.
could
But
run-
what has Watson done since he came back?
That-
10
that's
seconds.
true.
What has
Guys,
Watson
that
done
is-
in
That's
Cleveland?
a tough one. That's a
Stop.
tough one.
Guys, believe it or not, Watson was not bad in fantasy. Fantasy.
For Cleveland.
Yeah.
For Cleveland, he was not bad. The couple.
For a couple
Jose,
rushes
I'm
before
on-
he
what do you guys got?
I'm gonna go Watson because of his rushing ability and more weapons.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? This.
I like Watson in that
All right,
situation.
let's keep it rolling. Tony, Buccaneers, you're starting Mike Evans, you're starting Godwin, you're starting Rashad White.
Yep.
Anyone else?
I mean,
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Cade Otton.
Are you really starting Kate Allen?
I mean, if you had Mark Andrews, you would consider it.
But you
wish it
can't
would've.
start him. You already
All
started
right.
Mark Andrews. And
Sunday
took
night
that-
football. There's a team called the Detroit Lions playing against the Los Angeles Rams. First of all, please let's go through this right quickly because we're pushing it close. We still got Boom Phillies and we still got what we're looking forward to. So, are the Lions winning this game?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Yes.
Yes.
No question.
I think it's a question, guys. Remember, Sean McVay is a great coach. He's been.
Oh, it ain't gonna be no blowout.
Yeah, he's been.
It's gonna be a
preparing-
high
he's been
scoring
preparing.
game.
Guys.
He's been preparing since he's lost.
From here
us
on
the
out,
playoffs.
guys. From
Fantasy
here on out,
implications.
please. This is what we need to do as a fantasy production.
Yeah.
Please. We got to get the We the Lions. Anytime we talk about them, you push
You let
that
them know.
button.
Okay,
Shout out to
We
G-Man.
couldn't talk about that after the show.
there we go.
No.
We could've
This is
talked
for
about that.
everybody to know.
No, that is
We're
true.
all in.
Yep.
We the Lions.
Well, obviously Jose's not.
Rams.
Oh my God, why me?
Rams. I'm giving you the Rams. Okay, Lions. Go ahead, Jose.
Thank you, God. I'm the only guy that boomed Gibbs.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, and the same
let
guy
me be.
that
Boom,
that
yeah.
had to pause when answering is KC gonna go 3-peat.
That was a tough question.
It is
It's
a
not
tough
an easy
Okay.
question.
Oh, it's-
Rams. I mean, Lions.
Should be very
Yeah.
easy.
Who would I start? I would start Jared Goff. You know what I'm saying?
Jared Goff.
They're gonna have
Jared
that chant.
We actually got a wedding to go to
Jared
later, and we're
Goff.
actually going to try to start the
Jared
Jared Goff
Goff.
chant there. So give me Gibbs. You know, you got. I mean, everybody's excited about the main guys. You know what I'm saying? You got Gibbs, Goff, Laporta, and St. Brown. But man, I really want to see J-Mo.
I think he's gonna take a big leap this year.
Yeah, I think he's gonna,
Go ahead.
right where he.
Left off.
Yeah, man.
Rams. A.B. Abraham.
I like Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp's back. I know Puka had a great season last year with Matthew Stafford, but I love Cooper Kupp. I think Cooper Kupp's going to pick up where he left off before the injury. I think you got two great receivers there. I mean, obviously you're starting both of them. Kyron Williams, obviously he's returning punts, isn't he, or kickoffs or something?
Yeah, I think
So what?
Overrated.
I'm just saying, you know, but
Hey.
don't let that.
So Kyron Williams is returning punts, and they said Blake Corum is going to return in kick returns. So it's
Right.
So they're kind of just
they're
kind
weird.
of mixing
I don't
it
know.
up.
I think
yeah.
Sean McVay would never let you know.
Well,
What he's doing.
I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
you're starting them two. You're starting the two receivers. You're definitely starting Kyron, and then depending on your situation, I would start Matthew Stafford over Herbert over Deshaun Watson. I
Yeah.
mean, I would start Stafford up there too. I mean, the Lions did try to vamp up that secondary, but let's just see. T-Mac made a great point, and now it's kind of in my head. Can they go out there and play knowing that the last time they played, they blew a 17-point lead? You ain't lying.
T-Mac, Monday Night Football, Jets, 49ers. Isn't it ironic they brought back Aaron Rodgers on Monday night after last year? He was on Monday night and got hurt. Just, I ain't gonna lie to that. For me personally, man, I like, you know, that mentally that would mess with me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Being on Monday night again, it would a little bit, not too much. But
I think it would motivate me that, hey, you know what? This is where I'm going to start off right
Yeah.
where I left off last year.
Bang.
okay, well then
That's coming from a true winner.
there you go. 49ers. Who you got?
You're starting McCaffrey, of course. You're starting Debo. You're starting Kittle. I don't know if you're starting IU because he might be on a snap count.
about
Those
Purdy?
are the guys.
Did
If
about-
he's not on a snap
what
count,
about
you're starting.
Purdy?
I heard he was on the
I'm
snap
not
count.
starting Purdy against the Jets defense.
Okay.
Jets.
Obviously, man, we got one of the breakout stars that could be is Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson. You want to throw a flyer on Mike Williams, see what he does with, Aaron Rodgers.
Is he playing
Go
Mike
for it.
Williams?
I thought.
I don't know. I'm just
don't
wondering
think-
because
I
I, hear
think
nothing
he
about
is.
him in camp. Like
Hey,
zero.
by the way, since the NFL merger, no team has played in a dome in 76.4 of their games until this year with the Lions.
Man, this guy's playing 14 games in the dome. That's another thing, man.
13 or 14?
The 14.
14 out of 17
14.
games.
14.
Wow.
14 games in the dome, man.
Yeah.
Fantasy implications. Pick up Jared Goff.
There you guys go. We're gonna run a quick ad. We're gonna give you our boom Phillies and what we're looking forward to the most. Yusuf, let's give a shout out to Malek Alkabob. Let's give a shout out to great friends over there at Malek Alkabob. And then we're gonna give our boom Phillies. What are we looking forward to the most? So go ahead, Yusuf.
Malek Alkabob has become noted as one of the best Middle Eastern restaurants in the Metro Detroit area. The restaurant has become a popular destination for visitors and is always full of satisfied locals who are proud to invite their guests to taste real Middle Eastern food. With options like shish platters, shawarma plates, shawarma sandwiches, lamb chops, fattoush, and tabbouleh salads, you can never go wrong when you choose to eat at Malek Alkabob. They currently have 3 locations: West Dearborn, Taylor, and Trenton. Be sure to stop by Malek Alkabob to satisfy all of your Middle Eastern cravings. You can also visit them at their website, malekkabob.com.
All right, we're officially back. Let's go ahead and with the boom Phillies. I'm going to maybe read off. Hold on one second. Let me just read off the guys that already sent it in the group. We got Eric Watonia has Aaron Jones, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Zamir Wright, Jaleel McLaughlin, and Bucky Irvin. Those are his five boom Phillies. You got Moti, Play Dudes Primetime. He has Jahan Dotson. He had Christian Watson. Or he had Dotson too. He has J-Mo, Blake Corum, Mike Williams, and Jordan Mason. He focuses on Play Dudes Primetime. Of course, I got myself, Lad McConkey. I got Gus Edwards. I got Malik Neighbors. I got Pittsburgh's defense. because of kick returns. I got, and Cordell Patterson playing against his old team. Andre Ilsovis from Cincinnati, and then my last one is Taysom Hill. Those are my
Hill.
6 boom Phillies.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know. Jose, what you got for us? 6 boom Phillies, or I don't know if you have
Bro,
6.
I thought the rule was 5.
I thought it was
I
6.
didn't know that.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
You
6.
can add somebody, man. We just talked all football.
It's cool. It's cool. I'll stick with my 5 schmack special. Of course, I boomed Saquon Barkley, first guy of the season. So
Of course you did.
Yep. Then I also got Ramondre Stevenson, Chase Brown, Scary Terry, and Mr. Gibbs.
Was there a rule on how many guys can use a boom?
I thought it was 3.
2.
2?
Yeah.
So I got to take out Scary Terry.
Yeah.
You might have to, because I threw him out there, and as soon as I put it within,
That's why I'm not a fan.
12.5 seconds, the percentages showed T-Mac 12.5 seconds. Tony came out and threw 2 of the guys out that I already put.
I
out.
think we should
You know
all
what that
listen.
says? There's no way anybody can type in 12.5 seconds 2 names. It just means that
Copy and paste.
We were thinking the same.
Oh, you're right.
Look,
My thing is,
I want to show you
there
something.
should be a time frame.
At
when these need to
12:25,
be
I
submitted.
put 4 guys. At 12:26, 2 of my 4 guys ended up on Fahmi's thing.
That's what it is. I mean, you have to do that.
Pause.
AB, who you got for boom Phillies?
Well, I hit with Worthy.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to boom out.
Yep.
I'm going Khalil Shakir, Zamir White. I think Zamir White's going to pick up where Josh.
He's only projected 9.9. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's crazy. Scary Terry, obviously. I told you Evan Ingram's going to finish. I feel top 3, top 5 tight end. And you know what? I don't know if you guys know, but McCaffrey, it's on the injury report. And Jordan Mason, are we going off of like what it is right now, or what are we going off of?
Basically, right before 1 o'clock or right before the game.
Okay, because I looked at Jordan Mason. He was at 6 points. So to boom him, he's got to get literally 9 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Mason because I
Okay.
think he's gonna get some playing time.
T-Mac, who you got for boom Phillies? I got to write them down.
I have Jameson Williams. I have James Cook. He's projected 12. He's supposed to get 18, right?
Yeah. 1.5. Yep, 1.5.
Okay, yes.
I like
James
that one,
Cook
by the way.
was Arizona's run defense last year.
Yeah.
It was the worst. I have Andre Iosova.
Okay.
I have Khalil Shakir. I have Taysom Hill in the Giants defense. That's 6. Jameson Williams, James Cook, Andre, Khalil Shakir, Taysom Hill, and Giants defense.
Okay. Khalid Shakir. And you said Giants defense. I'm missing one more.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill. Okay. All right. Those are some good boom Phillies. All right. Tony, who you got?
I already sent them in the group.
I know. You want to read them or you want me to read them for you?
No, go ahead.
Xavier Worthy, Watson, Deshaun.
No. Christian.
Oh, Christian Watson, Scary Terry, Evan Ingram, J-Mo, and Gabe Davis. Those are Tony's Boom Phillies. And now we're going to end the show with what are you looking forward to the most this week, week 1? Week 1, nothing about the season, just week 1 in general. Let's start off with this side since we started off with you, Jose. So, Tony, what are you looking forward to the most in week 1?
Looking forward to the Lions, man. They're coming back, right where they we need to take that next step going forward. I like the way the offseason was. I think they're bringing back a lot, and I am looking forward to seeing what we have in the secondary. I want to see, this is a perfect test for us. First game of the season, 2 of the top 10 wide receivers in the league. Let's see what our secondary, which was our weakness last year, let's see what they got.
I like that. T-Mac, what you got?
I'm gonna say all the new quarterbacks starting in week 1. I'm looking at them. You got Kirk Cousins versus Fields. You got
Fields versus Kirk Cousins.
Yep. You got Jacoby Brissett starting for the Patriots. You got
A couple of rookies.
Sam Darnold starting for Minnesota. You got the rookie Bo Nix. You got Jaden Daniels. So very interested to see what these rookie quarterbacks do.
I like that.
And the new quarterbacks for their new teams.
A.B. Abraham?
I'm just looking forward to sitting down and watching the NFL Red Zone for 7 hours today.
7 hours of nonstop football action.
Non-stop.
I'm ready for quad box.
What's his name? Chad
Scott Hansen.
Scott Hansen. I was gonna say.
Is that Chad Pennington?
I was gonna say Chris Hansen, but that's the catch a predator. No, definitely. I'm looking forward to see a lot of what my sleepers. Personally, I want
agree.
to see how these guys look.
That's me. I told you guys. I looked at a fantasy perspective. I'm looking forward to some of the guys that I was, high on, and hopefully seeing what they're gonna do. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Jose, close us out. Do you have a speech for us? Or are we going to just?
I just
Are we getting the coach?
nothing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been thinking about fantasy all
First
day.
game of
Yeah.
the season, man. Come on, man.
It's okay. Listen, what I'm looking forward to.
Please.
Uh-oh.
It's
Please,
the first
please.
game of the season. Bring him out.
Listen.
Bring
Come on.
something.
I don't think he's ready.
It's the first
Hey,
game of the
there
season.
was too many
Ready.
pauses today. I've been trying to keep it clean.
We can't.
I just want to tell you guys.
Out. We can't.
You gotta
bring
listen to me.
Bring him out of there, please. It's the first game of the season. Don't you recall last year?
Do you hear this man begging
Don't you see
for it?
KC? The fans want it. The people want it. Guyz tuning in. That's all he's tuning in for.
I listen.
Drag Patrick Mahomes into the abyss. Come on, man.
Doing it to me. Hey, listen.
Wow.
I will get you something. I promise you. Pause. See what I mean? Like, it's just bad. I can't even complete it.
Insane.
Listen, I'm excited for the fans of Ford Field.
Yes.
Jose.
You guys are making me nervous.
Jose.
Pause.
Jose.
Stop. I said pause. See what I mean? Can I just finish?
Yeah.
Pause. God damn. Oh, man. I'm
Where are
sorry.
you trying to
The
go?
Lions. I'm excited for Ford Field, and I'm
Yeah.
excited to see the Raiders.
Hey.
I got one last question. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you were Dan Campbell, what would you be telling the team before the game?
There you go.
Bring it all out, boys. You know, leave it all out on the field where we belong. Let the lion claim his home. This is our house.
There you go.
One pride.
There you go.
One pride. There you
Let's
go.
go. I love you guys.
Yeah.
I'm
Great
excited.
guys. Shout out to
man.
Jose.
I'm excited.
Let me read off some of these comments that happened towards the end. We got Uncle Eddie said Choop, T Mac, great show.
Shout out to Uncle Eddie, man.
Billy Bucket said Tony talks too much. Then Ziad Hadi said I would start Kate Allen over Andrews. Then he put a dash. Tony Blank, September 8, 2024. So he's keeping that as a memory. And then he said, please continue to say Taysom Heel, just like I said.
That came off so weird.
All right, so with that said, I hope you guys enjoy this show. We're the Fantasy Guys. We're officially back every Sundays, 11:30 to about 1 o'clock kickoff. This is what we're going to do. This is what we do. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy your Sunday and even your Monday.
T-Mac, you got one last stat for us?
And
I actually brought a jersey.
That's right. You got
Oh,
one. T-Mac, you got one last
I was
There
going to
you go.
ask you questions, but
Oh, no. I was
what's
going
the
to say,
question?
what's the question? Because I know we're going to guess. We're going to guess. Yeah. Tell me.
you guys can ask yes
Hit
or
me
no
with a
questions.
trivia.
Go ahead. No. You guys got to ask yes or no
Is it a
questions.
Dolphins jersey?
No.
is it
You can guess anytime.
Is it a wide receiver?
No.
Hall of Famer?
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. He should, or he will be. But yes, I think he is.
Oh,
yeah,
he
he's in
will?
the Hall of Fame.
About what the gift is?
Yeah.
It's a jersey.
It's a jersey. It's a jersey. You just got to guess who the player is.
We got to figure out what team, though.
Look at Tony trying too hard, man. Just
No,
ask
it's
the
Ask
question.
a question.
Ask him what
Can
position.
I ask a question or
Yeah. Is he a running back?
Yes.
NFC or AFC?
AFC.
AFC, running back.
Oh, no.
I got one. I got one. LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yes, sir. Because it's huge. One more
Put
thing.
it off.
This guy had the greatest fantasy season ever.
Ever.
Oh, my
2006.
God.
Oh,
He
Wow.
did. That's the-
Wow.
And you know what? Perfect timing. Lad McConkey from the Chargers. Hey.
I'm gonna love some McConkey.
By the way,
Wow,
T-Mac,
that's nice.
I'm going to extend this invite. You can have my seat at any time. You're a great add-on
Yeah.
to this show.
Don't threaten us with a good time.
Yeah.
So, for real,
Thank
man.
you, thank you,
anytime,
Cap.
Wow, yeah,
anytime
he was a
more
good
than welcome.
sport.
Shout out to the Mac,
Took
man.
took all your math.
Shout out to T Mac, man. Shout out.
Come on,
Appreciate you,
man.
T Mac. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see.